There we go. All right. Making a mess. That's okay. That's okay. It's gonna happen. Hopefully, nobody notices. Hello? Welcome to the Old Gods Meeting. Alright. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Okay. Okay, we're ready. Hello, welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. I make mead every single week, every single Saturday. Come out with a brand new batch of mead. I hope you saw yesterday's. If you didn't, shame on you. Give me a follow so you can see next Saturday's. I am just waking up after about 4 hours of sleep. I need some coffee. So I thought, what better people to spend my morning coffee with than you? So thank you so much for letting me be here. If you don't know what mead is, it's the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world. Independently discovered by many different countries and cultures, the oldest evidence is actually from Africa, the southern Africa region. Before that, we know that there was evidence in ancient China, Central America, of course, Northern Europe, where the Vikings traded it, made it super famous, did it better than everybody else. That last part is subjective, everything else is true. But what that means is, regardless of who you are or where you're from, your ancestors drank mead. And that's something we have in common. And I think that's awesome. You should probably make it yourself. And I can show you how I do it. It's incredibly easy, and you'll be fine. Hello, good morning. Let me know where you're from if you're just jumping in. Good morning. Sorry to hear that. But mead is made in an almost identical fashion as wine, except we use honey for the fermentation process instead of grapes or other fruits, but every combination exists in between. Batch 140 comes out for me on this Saturday. Every single batch has been absolutely unique. Every single recipe has been absolutely unique. Every single recipe has been absolutely free. All you have to do, all the recent ones from, I don't know, several months now have been actually in the description as well. So you can just copy and paste it and buy your own equipment, make your own mead. That's what I think you should do. But if you missed it, I come out with a brand new batch every single Saturday. I don't miss Saturdays. I don't replicate recipes. Yesterday's was getting ready for Halloween. This is my candy corn mead. It is beautiful. You see it's quite orange as opposed to like just a regular show mead. Much darker. I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. I don't like candy corn. I don't know anybody that does. However, it's pretty good. The candy corn dissolved like almost automatically, which surprised me. I thought there were going to be some chunks left because I left my stuff sitting. I didn't touch it. I didn't swirl it. I didn't stir it. And it dissolved, completely dissolved, and made a phenomenal alcoholic beverage that I plan on enjoying this coming Thursday on Halloween. If you don't know, though, I make mead in one of, it's 4 categories. One of them is wrapping up, though. I'm wrapping up my 13 colonies mead. I was making a mead per state. Got really boring for me. A lot of people didn't enjoy it, so I'm cutting that off. I think I have Rhode Island left. This is my last one. So once you see that, you can just let go of the 13 colonies. The other 3 categories I'm incredibly excited for. Yesterday was part of my holiday series. I made Halloween mead, obviously. My candy corn mead. Look how cool that is. Candy corn mead. It is just beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm really proud of it. Sorry. But I started that with my New Year's batch. I made a peach mead and made peach Bellini mead cocktails for New Year's this past year. It was amazing. I did St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, Easter, Cinco de Mayo, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Labor Day, Leif Erikson Day, July 4th. All those not in the right order. And then this Halloween mead. Next is Thanksgiving. It's a few weeks away, so stay tuned. You're going to love the Thanksgiving mead. I also make Norse meads, Norse gods and goddesses. So go back and watch those. I've made some really awesome ones. I believe my last one was the god Freyr, and I'm having a lot of fun with that. This coming, I got another great one coming in a couple weeks. As for this coming Saturday, we're going to jump back into my pop culture series, which has always been a lot of fun for me. If you're on the TikTok side, you're in control of that series. I have a pin post up top where I'm looking for suggestions, anything that's inspired you when it comes to movies, TV shows, video games, books, whatever it is. Make an awesome suggestion there. If I pick your suggestion, if I'm inspired by your suggestion, I will make a mead out of it. I'll try to make it as awesome as possible. I'll tag you across the process so you get credit for it, and I will ship you a bottle of it when it's all said and done on me for free. So I hope you participate. It's a lot of fun. I actually just deleted that pin post and reposted it just to get the comments all clear because there was getting a lot of repetitive stuff. But yeah, this coming Saturday, it's a really, really awesome pop culture, awesome mead, and I can't wait to show you. But I'm not telling you. You guys are the first one to know that. My agendas don't come out till Monday, so don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. But it's going to be awesome, especially if you're, yeah. I'm not giving any more hints. I already said too much. Come back. But mead is the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world, independently discovered by so many different countries and cultures. The oldest evidence we thought was from China about 10,000 years ago. If you Google that, that's probably the answer you get. However, there was an article that came out from some archaeologists just this past May. It was May 1st. I could dig it up and share it with you if you really want, where they found some evidence in southern Africa, breaching 20,000 years old. Like, that's hard to even grasp your brain around. So, it's older than you think. And then there's also evidence in ancient Central America. They made a lot of similar drinks out of agave or other cactus syrups. But they also occasionally used honey, including through the indigenous people through North America and South America as well. But of course, everybody knows it from the Viking Age in Northern Europe, where the Vikings traded it, drank it out of curved horns, and traded it like all the way down through the Mediterranean, where it really became popular. I make a brand new batch of it every single Saturday. So come back. Yesterday was my candy corn mead for Halloween, and it was awesome. So I made a George Washington inspired mead, which I had a lot of fun with. It was smoked cherry wood. Smoked cherry wood. It was pretty good. I felt like a gentleman drinking it, which is rare. Felt like a gentleman drinking it. So yeah, if you want to dig that one up, go back and watch it. It was really awesome, and I had a lot of fun doing it. That's the closest I've been to that kind of mead, though. I think I have used molasses before, but it was many, many, many ages ago. Many ages ago. But yeah, go back and watch the candy corn mead. Tell me what you think about it. Every single video that I put out on the Saturdays, the recipe is free in the description. All you have to do is copy and paste it, and then follow along. I show you exactly how I do it from beginning to end. Mead is made in in about 3-step process for me. So the primary process where everything goes into my fermentation bucket. At that point, everything ferments, and it takes a few weeks, and then I rack it into a step 2, where I rack it, separate the solids from the liquids into a glass carboy where it sits for a few months. That's where everything settles and calms down. It sits in a cool, dark place, and then I bottle it, step 3, and taste it. So all of that is in the videos, and then in addition to that, every single Wednesday, I'm right here where you're watching me now, live, showing you one of those 3 steps live. This coming Saturday, I'm going to be coming Wednesday, I'm going to be bottling some mead, so stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to love it. It's a lemon tea, if you want to know. Lemon tea mead on Wednesday. And again, I have never replicated the same recipe twice. Every single one is unique. Every single one is brand new. Every single one is an experiment to me. My reactions are true in the videos. So I make a lot of bad meads too. Not going to lie. Not a lot. A few. If you are paying attention, I made an Old Bay mead. It was requested on one of the Wednesday lives, and it was probably the most disgusting. That just posted last week. I reposted it last week. I try to repost the Wednesday lives if people miss them. Awful. Awful. Pineapple habanero mead. Of course, I remember because it's unique. Most people do mango, and I think I said that last time too. Local honey is the best. It is just so incredibly expensive. It's so incredibly expensive. Oh, rude. Hello, welcome to the Old Gods Media. If you're just jumping in, I am your meat dummy. Oh, you tasted it in between? It's gonna only get better from here too. It's amazing. Is it spicy? My locals are also way too expensive. Good morning, Dennis. I didn't see you sneak in here. I'm not against using molasses. The definition of mead is funny. I bring this up several times. A lot. I mean, the definition of mead is 51% or more sugar source from the honey itself. If it has 50% or less, it's actually considered a wine. And I say that as a disclosure because if you go over to some other platforms and call it a mead and it's not exactly, they'll eat you up. They'll eat you up. They're incredibly rude, including the admins and some of those groups. They're silly. I ignore them. A vast majority of the meads I make are meads. Some of them are not. Some of them are considered wines if you go by their definition. My goal is to show you the simplicity of mead making and to have a good time and share my passions with you. Your goal should be the same. You should have fun doing what you're doing. And if somebody else is telling you you're wrong, take in the education and then say thank you. Thank you, and then let them go. Getting in an argument with these morons will only upset you. Don't do it. Good morning. I'm enjoying a cup of black coffee. It's actually a lot. It's like a pot. I have the rest of it right here to refill. It's Sunday morning. Good morning. I slept just over 4 hours, which will be good enough. I've got a lot to do today. So I'm going to chug some coffee. I'm going to hang out with you while I wake up. And then we're going to get started. We're going to get the day going. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to make other people smile. And then we're going to go to bed. Maybe you'll watch some football in between all that. I don't know. That's up to you. You traded 3 bottles for 1. I already don't like this unless it's delicious. 1 bottle of wine. So she makes wine. What kind? Keep that coming. Keep the coffee coming. Yeah, on top of that, I'm a little hungover. I had some old fashions last night. A lot of them. A lot, like 6. I mean, so you're doing it, yeah, okay, research. It's not trading then, it's research purposes. I like it. Mm-mm. Hello. It's red wine. I mean, red wine's my favorite. I'm not super picky though. I'm one of those guys. Like, if I'm, yeah, out with the old lady and we're at a serious place, it's like a date night, I'll order a glass of wine. I don't know what any of them are though. I'm humble enough to ask the waiter or waitress, hey, what's your favorite? Don't rip me off. I'm not the $100 bottle guy, but your favorite that you would drink after work. That's what I ask for usually. And I couldn't tell the difference. I don't know. You could put a $20 bottle and a $100 bottle in front of me. I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Not trying to be insulting. I know there's a lot of people that do. I'm sure there are. If I won the Powerball, I'd probably buy some $100 bottles or more. Yeah. Same outcome. Same outcome. $20 bottle will be just fine for me. Hello, Hello, welcome to the Old Gods Meter. If you're just jumping in, we're just chit-chatting, talking about wine now. But we can talk about whatever you want. I'm just waking up, hanging out with my buddies. Thank you, thank you. Good morning, Rogue. Hey, Rogue, I'm glad you popped in. You're going to want to pay attention this week. I like to give little spoilers on the Sunday lives because I don't repost these, so I can deny anything. I could deny anything. However, my agenda will come out tomorrow. You might be tagged in it. Just saying. Just saying. But I can't go any further than that because then you'll start putting pieces together, and I know between like at least you and Dennis start figuring stuff out. I'm not doing it. Good morning. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. It's gonna be a fun week though. I'm really looking forward to it. So this Wednesday I'm gonna be bottling a batch of mead. I believe it's the last one, if not one of the last ones. Before we started the tradition of choosing those Wednesday batches. Yeah, so hopefully, I think, don't quote me. I gotta go through the notes and stuff, but it's a lemon tea. It actually, somebody might have suggested it. I don't know. I don't remember if they did. If they claim it, I'll send them a bottle of it. I don't remember. I went through a period of time where I was bad at taking notes. I think I'm all up to date now. Yeah. Although I almost forgot to even label last Wednesday's batch. I did it yesterday. I I was like, wait a minute. I know it was couch potato something, but I couldn't remember his whole like screen name. So I wrote it down. I labeled it yesterday so I remembered what it was. We did a kiwi lime mead this past Wednesday. And yeah. Yeah, it was both of you. I don't care. I'll send you both of it. I don't even know if it's going to be good yet. We'll see Wednesday. I assume it'll be okay. I'm expecting something like, I did a lemon myrtle tea mead once from Australia. I'm expecting that taste. So it was like a really, really heavy, like lemon influenced like tea flavor. I try to keep it on my computer too. I'm not great at it. Especially the Wednesdays. It's really just the Wednesdays that I have trouble with because I'm chit-chatting with you and then I close it off and I'm like, I can get 6.5 hours of sleep if I run to bed right now, and then I look down and I go, crap, I have a lot of stuff to clean. And then I just never input it. I never input it. So, I mean, it's my fault. I'm not blaming anybody. It's my fault. I'm just saying I'm really bad at taking notes on the computer on Wednesdays. You could be my admin, Dennis, if you'd like. You could just write stuff down for me. And then I'll be your admin when you're doing lives. How many people are you up to now? You've got to be getting close to 1,000. Yeah, I'm not good with it either. Yeah, I'm blaming it on like circumstances. Even if I was doing nothing, I'd still be bad at it. 728. If you're here, give Dennis a follow. He's getting so much closer. He's an awesome mead maker. He's newer than me. However, he's already become an amazing and influential mentor to me. He's making some really radical stuff. So give Dennis a follow. He will teach you how to make mead and inspire some really awesome flavors. Good morning. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. Don't forget to hit like a million times, share. You know the routine. Yesterday's video didn't do very well at all, and it's okay because I had a lot of fun with it. I had a ton of fun with it, but I don't know why. People are interested in candy corn mead, I guess. Candy corn mead came out yesterday. Look at it. I love when it sits by itself, right? It looks pretty cool, but I really love the color. This is my traditional batch. When you put them next to each other, you really get like the orange out of it. I love it. I'm really happy with it. Really happy with it. And it's delicious. It tastes like candy corn. It's really sweet. It tastes like alcohol and honey. I love it. I'm really proud of it. So I'll end up posting on the archive channel as well if you missed it. I may have done that last night actually. Oh, I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I'll get it ready and I'll post it on the archive channel. Sometimes those videos, I try to edit them differently, like they're identical to you. But I try to use two different systems because half the time TikTok will censor it. And it'll be like, that's unoriginal because I've already posted, a different version of it. And then sometimes it'll take off over there. I don't know why. First fruit was blueberry. Well, I did. I mean, this is up to you if you decide if this is a fruit or not. I did a jalapeno as like my batch number 2. But blueberry is my first traditional like attempt, and it didn't turn out great at all. It was I tried to use fresh blueberries. I put them in whole. Like I did a lot of things wrong with it, but that's okay. I've come to I've come a long way with the blueberries, and now I have a recipe that I love that I'll never make again. Maybe I'll make it on the side. I don't know. I actually had a good friend of mine that I haven't seen in a really long time, like years, find me on TikTok, find my account here, and sent me a text yesterday. So I might be making some side batches for him anyway. So maybe I'll make some blueberry stuff. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Hello, good morning. Thank you for the shares. I really appreciate it. It should be an awesome day. It's Wednesday. It is currently 38 degrees and clear here on this very dark morning. I think time changes again next week, right? I felt like maybe I jumped into a parallel universe because I feel like they were trying to vote this out last year where they wouldn't, the daylight savings times was going to be nixed. And I felt like it was passed. Maybe it didn't go through both houses. I don't know. I don't know. It's stupid. It's stupid. Did I just say it's Wednesday? I don't. I might have. I'm really tired. Sunday. It is Sunday morning. Still 38 degrees and clear. You can probably see a lot of stars out there. Not looking good. Just, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's not going to look good until spring. All my strawberries started out like that. I was like, I'm really bad. I no green thumbs. And then, like year 2, it like spread through my little garden. I'm on I think year 3 now, and it's almost encompassed the whole area. I blocked off for it. I just let them spread naturally, and yeah, I got probably a couple pounds out of strawberries this year out of it. I would love to grow some blueberries. Um, and elderberries was the other big one. I have lots of wild wine berries that grow in my yard, like tons. I could make a mead out of it. I have so many. And then I found some wild raspberries this year, which are almost identical. I thought they were the same too, um, but I researched it. So somebody around me is growing fruit because it breached into my property. No, they're not actually wine. They're called wine berries. There's probably some like Latin scientific name too. They're almost identical to raspberries. They're smaller and they're more brittle. Like I don't know what to call them, but like the beads, like you get in a raspberry, come apart much easier. So they still have like the classic raspberry, like the little seeds get stuck in your teeth, kind of like feel. But they're like I don't want to say mushier. You have to be more gentle picking them because yeah, they're more brittle, from my experience. But very very close to a raspberry. and they grow wild, and they grow like crazy, and their stems have horns, thorns, not horns. They have thorns, like a rose bush. So you gotta be careful picking them too. Is mead easy to make? Absolutely. It is incredibly easy to make. In fact, I make it in the most simplistic fashion that I can. Every single Saturday, I show a brand new batch from beginning to end. Like everything you see on those videos, I obviously edit it down for time, but it's literally as simple as you see in the videos. And if you don't believe me, come back this Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be it's the last step, but I'm going to be bottling the mead so I can show you how easy that process is. But every single Wednesday, I come and do one of the three steps. I think that, don't quote me, I think the week after next, no, not this Wednesday, the following Wednesday, I'll be starting a brand new batch. So stay tuned if you want to see that. You can literally see how easy it is. That portion of the video is under 10 minutes. So all three steps I can do in under 10 minutes each. So if you have a half hour that you can spread over the next, I don't know, 5 months, you can make yourself some meat. I think they're delicious. I go through and pick them, and like this past, I want to say it was the beginning of summer. They like bloom like beginning of summer. I got like a solid bowl full of them, and cleaned them all off. They were the snack for that week. And not only are they good, things that are free taste better. You know what I mean? And these grew wild. Like I didn't put any effort into growing these things. They're just all over. So we went through and picked them, and yeah, they tasted better because they were free. They were just Mother Nature provided them to me. You can't go wrong with that. This is black coffee in my Old God's Meadery flask thing here. What's it called? Flask cap with a K. Oh, green mead. Thank you, Dennis. Green mead behind me. Yep. Oh, this side. That is my Loki mead from my original batches. What I like to call my legacy batches. That is batch number 19. One of the very first meads, obviously, I ever made. I am rehashing. I have already rehashed that series. I've made some really cool Norse gods and goddesses meads already. I started that with the goddess Freya, and then I've done Boulder, I've done Sif, I've done Freyr, and I've got another really cool one coming up. Not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. It's a secret. It's a secret. But to get back to your question, the real answer you want to know, that's gummy bears. I'll show it to you. This is the last surviving bottle of it. This is green apple gummy bears. My Loki mead. And it's kind of neat. I made that like trickster wise. That was probably, I don't know, 2017 maybe, early 17. And they were pretty good. If I remember correctly, again, this is very old. Gummy bears, like if I shook that up, you would see it, and I don't want to do it, but you see it's a little like gross at the top. The gelatin, I think, doesn't mead well. I'll show you a closer look. That gunk, that's like a few years worth of like just gunk from just picking it up and showing people. I don't know. It's pretty cool. But stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned. Maybe you'll see Loki again. But I will tell you, the Norse gods and goddesses meads have been a lot of fun. I keep meaning to like make a video just for that stuff. I don't have any like within arm's reach. I don't think. Yeah, I don't. But I've had a lot of fun. Go back and watch those. There's a playlist up there that has all the ones I've done so far in there for this rehash. Check out my playlists. So, especially the Norse Gods and Goddesses one. The holiday one, obviously, is there as well. And then the pop culture one. If you want to see Dennis's Thundercats mead, which still need to ship to you. I'm doing terrible shipping now. I was doing terrible taking notes, and now I'm doing terrible shipping. But I've got a few that I'm gonna have to ship out very soon. Don't forget to tell Rogue to pay attention this week. Hello, welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with these though. Just to give you a quick rundown. Yesterday's was my Halloween mead. The next one of those is going to be Thanksgiving. And then I have some really cool, this has happened a couple times, where I have 3 weeks in a row that are going to be really awesome. We're going to do back-to-back holiday meads. Starting with Yule, and then we're going to go to Christmas, and then we're going to do New Year's, back-to-back. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Trust me. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Dennis. It's going to be a good one. And I think a delicious one. We'll see. And then as for the pop culture ones, there's a few of those in between now and then as well. And then I've got two more Norse gods or goddesses, Norse gods and goddesses this year until we jump into January, and then it'll rotate those 3 categories pretty evenly, except when holidays are thrown off a little bit. Mead out of honey packets. Oh my, 100 Did your fingers hurt? Did you make videos of this? Please tell me you made videos of this. I love this idea. Hopefully it was packaged in North America somewhere. I have trouble opening one of those little packets, much less. You said 180. I would have had a lot of saliva in it because I do one of those. Now I have to know. Scissors, yeah, smart. Very smart. Ravens Nectar. Not to be confused with the Baltimore Ravens. Maple syrup. You have my attention. That sounds delicious. Hello, if you're just jumping in, welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. We're just chit-chatting about mead and other things. Better than that. That's not hard to do. Shame on me. I'm surrounded by Ravens fans down here. And I made a Ravens mead. I have that one here. It's not really Ravens. Maryland Mule mead. That was a couple weeks ago. That has some Ravens Sagamore rye whiskey inside of it. Apple juice is the best way to make a sizer. I don't care what anybody says, but that's one of the ones that, as an example, that the Facebook group will tell you that's not a mead. It's not a mead anymore. There's too much sugar in it from the apples. I don't like those guys. I stopped posting completely. I don't like those guys. I just happened to get on there. I think it was last night. And I was scrolling through, and they were talking about that again. And I'm like, so really, because somebody was like, hey, why did my post keep getting declined from the admins? Like, they put a post up like that, and then the admins responded with that answer. They're like, if you use too much apple, it's considered a sizer and not a mead anymore. So it doesn't qualify for our rules. It's not a mead. And I'm like, you guys have nothing better to do. Nothing better to do. Like, I was really trying to, like, show off what he was doing. He was proud of it. And you're like, nope, that's not what you're calling it. Like, come on. You're ridiculous. Exactly. It really gets under my skin. I don't know why. I am so passionate about sharing what I do. I love seeing other people make stuff as well. And, like, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of thought. Like, there's just so much that goes in behind it. And when you create something, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, we're talking about mead. But when you create something, it creates some pride inside of you. And all you want to do is share it. And, like, I can't stand it when someone's like, nope, nope. Ridiculous. That group's been around a really long time, too. Over a decade. They've been running it like that. Whatever. So, the actual definition, and you'll hear this a lot over there in that group, it has to be 51% or more sugar source from the honey. So if you were to use like apple juice, and I've made a couple batches, I just did a batch of like 1 gallon apple cider and 3 pounds of honey. It's not considered a mead by definition anymore because most of the sugar source for the actual yeast came from the cider and not the honey. I'm still gonna call it my cider mead. I don't care what they think. But yeah, it's ridiculous. Some of my batches too, like even my blueberry one, probably would be considered a wine, just because I use 3 pounds of blueberries and 3 pounds of honey, so it's 50-50%. Like, you would have to scientifically figure out where the yeast was eating the sugars very specifically to see if it's 51% or 49%. I'll leave that up to the Facebook group guys, because I call it my blueberry mead. But that's how technical they get. Whatever. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Have fun. If you're not having fun, you're not going to want to keep doing it. Have fun. Share it. Join the Discord. Our buddy Scott made an amazing Discord. I have a link to it up in my profile. It's a very top thing under my link tree. It's a safe place to go, and it's a very similar format where you can just chat and share your ideas and pictures and recipes. There's all kinds of other stuff over there too. A plethora of meat information. But have fun. If you want a safe place to share, you can do it there. Nobody will make fun of you there or correct you either. I don't understand your question. So, like I do 1 gallon batches all the time. I typically use 3 pounds of honey in every single batch. My theory behind that was when I first started, I wanted to show like the variety. So I would make this base recipe and I add something else to it. So it would create like all these meats in front of you, or that recipe with something else added to it. And then I use 2.5 grams or half of one of those packets of yeast per batch. However, I don't measure that. I just shake it and feel like half of ish. Yeah. Just have fun. Be proud. Too much sugar? I don't think I've ever seen that. Which yeast strain did you use? Maybe that had something to do with it. I'd try the same recipe with a different yeast strain. That would be what I would try. I'm switching back to EC1118 soon. I'm not super familiar with that one. The temperature could also have something to do with it as well. I would switch over to like a really high tolerance one, like EC1118 will definitely eat some sugars out of that. And if there was that much sugar in it, it'll still come out sweet, I think. I wouldn't give up on that batch though. I think that something probably went sideways. Maybe it's something that we're not even thinking about, like temperature or something. I don't know. I don't think it'd eat all that sugar, no, but it would eat it until it probably, yeah, it would eat a lot of it, I would think. Hey, Scott's here. I was just talking about you. Your ears must be itchy. Woke you up. You're like, oh, what is this weird itch? Scott is the creator of the Discord that I just mentioned. There's a link directly in his profile as well. Jump over there. Awesome, safe place. We were talking about Facebook again, Scott. I just saw a post literally last night. It upset me. Again, I got all worked up. It was somebody saying, hey, why are my posts getting declined by the admins? And the admin commented on that post saying that it technically wasn't a mead because he used apple juice. So there was more sugar in the apple juice than the honey he put in it. So it was a sizer. So he deleted the post and yeah. And then went on a rant about agave. How agave is not honey. Jesus Christ. Whatever. You do whatever. And then I was like, just go to the Discord. If you want to share what you're proud of, go to the Discord. It's a much better place anyway. Crazy, crazy times. Just like slowly add in is what you're saying. Okay, now I understand. I've never done it that way. Pretty much every time I do a batch, everything goes in the bucket. I seal it. I don't touch it again until I'm transferring it. So you could try that. I don't see why. I don't see why it wouldn't work. Other than like it's. I mean, there's a high risk of contamination when you're opening and closing and opening and closing, but be careful. Make sure everything's sanitized. And I mentioned that Rogue should pay attention a lot this week. He should pay attention when my agenda comes out tomorrow. Should be a fun week though. I hope everybody is going trick-or-treating. I didn't think anybody would be here this morning because I was like, everybody probably went out partying last night. The Halloween parties. Hello, welcome. If you're just jumping in, say hi, jump in the conversation. We're just chit-chatting at this point about mead and other things. Yeah, I mean, I have kids too. I still have an occasional late night and just regret it, like last night. I'm tired. I'm tired. But it'll be a fun day. That'll keep me awake. I've got some stuff to work on too. So, like, I'm motivated. I actually fell a little bit behind the scenes on some batches, so I'm gonna catch back up this week, and yeah, should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. get things back up and ready. I've plotted out like the next month worth of like physical work I need to do behind the scenes, so it should be good. I got lots of awesome meats. Lots of awesome meats. I got right behind the camera, right over there. I can see it. Some ingredients laid out for some batches I'll be starting. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about some of the future batches. Prefer way to drink it. I mean, if I'm if I think you're answering or asking the question, I'm thinking room temperature. Room temperature, and then the occasion depends on the mead. In a glass, in a horn, in a nice long curved horn. I drink all my stuff room temperature. I will tell you, there are a lot of exceptions though, and it's a preference thing because it definitely can change the way the meat tastes, from my opinion at least. A great example of that was the Maryland Mule mead that I just made last week. I made it, I tried it on camera as usual. A really awesome mead. But then if you don't know what a mule drink is usually like ginger ale, vodka, limes, and like usually like a mint or something added in as a garnish. I did a mead where it was limes and ginger, actual ginger root I sliced up. The mead came out really good, really sweet, fantastic. But I mixed, it was really strong because I also added some whiskey to the bottles. Go back and watch it, you'll understand. But I did a little cocktail where I put some ginger ale and poured some of that in there on ice. Completely changed it. It was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Really mimicked Maryland Mule. Maryland Mules are rye whiskey with ginger ale instead of vodka in a traditional mule. You talked to somebody from Danks? Wait a minute. I fell like out of the loop here somewhere. What happened? Oh, I mean that is a good suggestion. That is a very good suggestion. Start it cold and then sip it until it gets to where you like it. I will say that their stuff is cold. I have it. I try to keep it close to my life. So this is the company called Dangst. They're out of Denmark. This is their Viking Blood one, which I think is probably their most popular one. All of their meads are recipes are from the 1700s. All of them come in these amazing ceramic bottles with these Nordic runes inscribed on the top. All of them are different color ceramic, so you can easily tell the difference between them. This one is their Viking Blood, which is an hibiscus and ginger mead. You pour this out, it's not clear, it's cloudy, but I can imagine cold, it would be fantastic, now that you mention it. I don't think I've ever had it cold. I've always had that room temperature. Really cool. Probably one of the most popular meads you can buy in your local liquor stores. It's everywhere. They do not ship, though, because they're international. They're changing their bottles, too. I don't know what to think about that. But he's saying, too, because Dennis is the mass detective. He's the mead detective. My favorite mead, I just saw this yesterday. I picked it up and I actually shot Scott and Dennis a text. This is the new version of the medieval mead from my favorite, Linganore Wine Cellars. If you like wine, they make some really great wines. They serve the raspberry one at the Maryland Renaissance Festival every year, and this medieval mead, which is no longer called medieval mead. It's just called mead now. But it's in a fancier bottle. I don't have the other bottle with me. I do have another bottle, so I'll bring that next time. But as far as I could tell, no. I mean, like I didn't go through it, and I haven't opened this yet. I plan on doing like a review video later this week of it to see, maybe a side by side. Like I said, I do have some left in my last bottle. Um, yeah, I mean it's fancy now. I feel fancy. Yeah, I'm gonna make a big Facebook post about Bun Randy. So they can tell me that's not mead. It's wine and it's back sweetened with honey. Oh, those guys! I swear. I don't know why I let them get under my skin. It discourages people from like starting this amazing hobby and joining this amazing community, and I don't understand why. What's the purpose behind it? Like, you're not educating anybody at that point, like, because it doesn't come off as educational. You can say, hey, that's really cool, I really like what you did. By the way, though, it's that's probably considered a wine if you were to get it tested by like experts. That's all you have to say, and then you walk away. To say, no, I deleted your post because that's a sizer and not a mead is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's unacceptable. I'm mad again. Sorry. Not trying to take it out on you guys. Not trying to. I'm sorry. Labels. I make my own labels. Yes. It's not really making at this point. I have this template saved and just change, that and the batch number at the bottom. This is batch 138, my Maryland Mule Mead. Came out 2 weeks ago. Yesterday's batch, my Candy Corn Mead, batch 139. It's so beautiful. I really like it. It looks different on camera than it does in person, so I like to show it to myself on camera. It looks like I'm showing it to you. I'm really showing it to me. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And it's delicious. You don't have to like candy corn. Most people don't like candy corns. I'm not a big fan of candy corn. But it's an alcoholic candy corn. Just trust me. Try it. Make it next year. Candy corns are not readily available outside of this time of year, so buy some ingredients. I don't think candy corns expire, so put them in the cabinet. Forget about them until like summer next year, and then make yourself an awesome Halloween mead. I wouldn't say it's the worst candy, but it's definitely up there. I agree, it's definitely up there. I would say Whoppers. Whoppers, Almond Joys. And then the black licorice in general, but specifically, I forget what they're called, but the ones that look like Mike and Ike's, except they're black licorice, is a trick, and it's evil, and it's awful. Some of them are made out of honey, but yeah. Good and plenties. Yep. It's an evil trick. How dare them? An evil trick. Hello. 2 to 4 new batches. Hey, me too. That's awesome. Are you going to share flavors? What flavors are you going to start? I do plan on going through my playlist today too, because I feel like on TikTok it's like on YouTube you can schedule it, so it's really easy. So I never forget because I can pre-do it. On TikTok you can't. Like, you have to take a pre-existing video and then put it in a playlist. So there's definitely some meads I forgot to punch in. So I'm gonna work on that today as well. I have that written down. But check out my playlists either way. If you're on the YouTube side of it, it really helps out because YouTube tracks watch hours, and those are increasing exponentially, but I'm still not to where my personal goals are. So I'd really love for you to watch all of the videos. If each of you could just watch a few hours worth, that'd be great. Got some work to do on the YouTube side. The YouTube is a little bit younger, though, than my TikTok side. TikTok, you guys already know what to do. Just like, love, share, comment on everything, you know. I got the Norway water. Scott, I'd really like some videos from you soon, Maybe a review video would be really quick. You could do it today, I think. I know a couple people here alone that would love to see it. Oh, well, thank you. It's the same content. Like all the content's exactly the same. Most of my stuff is fermented for TikTok, so sometimes it looks a little funky on YouTube. But I put a lot more thought into it this year, so I've tried to polish that up and sharpen it a little bit. I don't. I'm not ignoring the YouTube questions. They are just very different. H Fusion. Thank you for letting me be here today. What is the difference between mead and wine? And please don't apologize for being new here. That is why I'm here. I love those questions. Mead is made in almost identical fashion, except we use honey for the fermentation process instead of grapes or other fruits. But every combination, especially the ones you see in front of you, exists in between. So the actual definition is 51% sugar source for the yeast of honey or more. Other than that, almost identical. But very different flavors, obviously. You have the wine variety is endless, especially just between red and white grapes. The varieties are completely different. Mead is the exact same way, except you have to start with the honey. Yeah, my pleasure. I'm sorry I missed that at the beginning. I try to pay attention. I'm going to be honest. YouTube, I love it. I love it. It's they've got a lot of features that are just far superior to the TikTok side. However, it's a crazy crowd. Usually a crazy crowd. Most of the comments you cannot read out loud. Every once in a while you get serious ones like this one, and then I missed it because I'm assuming there's bad stuff. All right. Last cup of coffee. Oh, it's been an hour already. It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure. I love talking about mead, as you can see. What did you guys talk about? I missed it while I was on my little rant there. Morning. Good morning. It is currently 38 degrees here. Yep, I just hit an hour because I have to respond that I'm still here on the TikTok side. It's the same there in Michigan. That's weird. Hey, did Scott ever answer me? Hey, Dennis Rogue, did Scott ever answer me? Does he have time to make a review video today, you think? You guys are talking about the Mountain Dew meads, huh? Not a fan. Hey, it's cool though. I like the experimenting side of that. I just got like a... That was weird. Sorry, I just got like an advertisement pop up on my PC TikTok. Mead. He logged off when he brought it up. Convenient. Convenient. We'll see. Alright. Alright. Still thinking about you though, buddy. In all seriousness, we got to talk very soon. Let's get some dates nailed down for next year. We're going to be hitting the Maryland Renaissance Festival for Mead Fest 2.0, where we're going to encourage as many people to come out and bring some meads. I will be bringing loads of it. And yeah, just taste test, have a good time. So that's September-ish next year. If you're anywhere close to Maryland or want to plan a vacation to the Maryland Renaissance Festival, block out September-ish right now. But we'll definitely get some dates down. The tickets for the Maryland Renaissance Festival typically sell out pretty early, so I will be heavily communicating it as we get out, and the tickets usually go on sale early July. So expect some uproar around there. Bunranti? This one? Bunranti mead from Ireland. That will be tons of fun. How much mead or how much money? That depends on your outfit. It's wine mixed with honey. Yep. It's back sweetened with honey. $1 million is close to what Scott spends at the Renaissance festivals. But he looks amazing. Not gonna lie. Nah. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Ask him about his brother's sword. Ask him how much that was. But again, ultra legit, amazing looking outfits. Yeah, I'm piecing mine together. Like I wore a little bit of it for yesterday's videos, but I'm gonna expand. Stay tuned. I did have a really awesome comment on YouTube yesterday, on the YouTube side of the candy corn mead. We were like, dude, if you wear that outfit for all your future videos, you're gonna take off. No doubt in my mind, you're gonna take off. And I was like, it takes a long time to put on, and I can't do it by myself. I need help latching stuff. I don't know if I have time to make videos with that on all the time. But maybe, as I piece stuff together, maybe it'll return before the Renaissance Festival next year. Hello, welcome. I'm going to start wrapping stuff up. It is 8:03. I'm a little bit later than I usually am. I don't ship at all. I don't sell. I'm not licensed to sell, but I do the next best thing. I show you exactly how I make every single batch. Every single recipe is 100% free. It's always in the descriptions of the video. So all you have to do is buy your own equipment and your own ingredients and follow along, and you can make it yourself. That's all I can do right now. I hope that this is a stepping stone to opening a meadery eventually. But right now, all I can do is show you exactly how I make it. But yeah. Hello, Lone Cove. Good to see you. I'm going to start wrapping stuff up. And thank you so much, guys. You're amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love you guys. Have an awesome Sunday. Make somebody smile today. You know the routine. I'm going to be doing a lot in the background. Getting some future batches ready. I'm going to be putting a video out just after this. Kind of wrapping up last week. So if you missed any of last week's videos, I did repost the Wednesday live. And my candy corn mead. Definitely go watch that. Comment on it. Share it. Like it. Love it. If you haven't already, please. I would really appreciate it. The video didn't do so well. I don't know why. But that's okay. And I will be posting it on the archive channel as well today. And then, yeah, my agenda will come out next week. If you guys could tell Rogue to pay attention to that, it's going to be awesome. And, yeah, I'll be live again this coming Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I post them at the same time, like every week. So, I don't know. Some of them do well, some of them don't. I try to analyze analytics. Saturdays are weird anyway, but whatever. Don't forget to tell Rogue, in case he's, you know. Yeah, I think that's all I have. See you guys Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be on a little bit earlier than that, having a cocktail. I'm going to be bottling some lemon tea mead, so that'll be a lot of fun. So put your pajamas on. Hey, cool, thank you. I like this. I want to do the whole live like that. Put your pajamas on, get a glass of whiskey, and join me Wednesday night. It'll be a lot of fun. And then, and then after that, next Saturday's mead. It's gonna be awesome. You'll find out. You'll find out what it is tomorrow. Not flavor wise, but you'll get a great hint tomorrow. So tell Rogue to pay attention. And yeah, I'll see you guys all real soon. Thank you so much for letting me be here. Skull.